Princess Charlene of Monaco, once hailed as the athletic princess who captured Prince Albert's heart, now finds herself navigating treacherous waters in a marriage that has become the subject of international speculation and whispered palace gossip. Behind the designer gowns and sparkling tiaras lies a story of profound personal struggle, family tensions, and emotional challenges that would test even the strongest individual. What we're about to reveal will forever change how you view this seemingly picture-perfect royal couple and shed light on the complex dynamics that threaten to tear apart one of Europe's oldest ruling families. The marriage between Prince Albert II of Monaco and former Olympic swimmer Charlene Wittstock was supposed to be a modern fairy tale. When they wed in 2011, the world watched as the South African beauty transformed from sports champion to European princess in what appeared to be a love story worthy of Hollywood. But fairy tales, as we all know, rarely reflect the harsh realities of real life, and the Monaco royal marriage has proven to be no exception to this brutal truth. From the very beginning, this union carried the weight of complicated circumstances that would challenge even the most resilient relationships. The couple's significant age gap of 20 years created an immediate dynamic where life experiences, perspectives, and expectations would naturally diverge. While age differences can certainly be overcome in healthy relationships, they often serve as a magnifying glass for other underlying issues, and in the case of Albert and Charlene, this gap would prove to be just the beginning of their marital challenges. But age was merely the surface of much deeper and more complex issues that would define their marriage. The most significant challenge facing Princess Charlene has been something that no amount of royal protocol training or public relations coaching could have prepared her for: the existence of Prince Albert's two children from previous relationships, both acknowledged years after their births and both representing constant reminders of her husband's past romantic entanglements. Alexander Grimaldi, now a young man in his 20s, is the result of Prince Albert's relationship with Nicole Coste, a former Air France flight attendant who worked the Monaco route. The relationship between Albert and Nicole developed during the early 2000s, a time when the prince was still considered one of Europe's most eligible bachelors. When Alexander was born in 2003, Prince Albert initially did not publicly acknowledge the child, creating a period of uncertainty and speculation that would follow the family for years to come. The situation became even more complicated with the existence of Jasmine Grace Grimaldi, who is now 33 years old and represents an even earlier chapter in Prince Albert's romantic history. Jasmine is the daughter of Tamara Rotolo, an American woman who worked as a waitress when she met the prince during his visits to the United States. Born in 1992, Jasmine's existence was kept secret for over a decade before Prince Albert finally acknowledged her as his daughter in 2006. The timing of these acknowledgements is particularly significant when considering Princess Charlene's emotional journey. Both children were officially recognized by Prince Albert in the years leading up to and during his courtship with Charlene, meaning that she entered this relationship and marriage with full knowledge of these complex family dynamics. However, knowing about a situation intellectually and living with its daily emotional impact are two entirely different experiences. What makes this situation even more challenging for Princess Charlene is the nature of her relationships with Alexander and Jasmine. While both young people have managed to maintain cordial and even warm relationships with their father and various members of the Grimaldi family, sources close to the palace suggest that their relationship with their stepmother has been notably different and significantly more strained. This dynamic creates an incredibly difficult position for Princess Charlene, who must navigate not only her role as Monaco's First Lady but also her complex role as a stepmother to children who represent her husband's previous romantic relationships. Unlike many blended families where children are young enough to gradually accept and bond with a new parent figure, both Alexander and Jasmine were already adults or near adults when Charlene entered the family, making the development of genuine maternal relationships exponentially more challenging. The psychological impact of this situation cannot be understated, and relationship expert Dr. Laura Ferrero has provided fascinating insight into how these circumstances have affected Princess Charlene's mental health and overall well-being. Dr. Ferrero, who specializes in complex family dynamics and high-profile relationships, has observed that Princess Charlene has undergone a remarkable transformation over the years, one that reflects both struggle and eventual resilience. According to Dr. Ferrero's analysis, Princess Charlene spent many years embodying what she describes as the sad European princess archetype. This characterization speaks to a period where the princess appeared to be struggling with her role, her relationships, and her place within the complex web of Monaco's royal family. The constant scrutiny of international media, combined with the pressure to maintain a perfect public image while dealing with private family tensions, created a perfect storm of emotional challenges that would have overwhelmed many individuals. The transformation that Dr. Ferrero now observes in Princess Charlene is particularly striking because it represents what appears to be a fundamental shift in how the princess approaches her life and her role. Rather than the withdrawn, often melancholy figure that dominated headlines for several years, Princess Charlene now appears to embody what drive Ferrero calls the reborn princess, a woman who has somehow found a way to reclaim her power and her sense of self despite the challenging circumstances that continue to define her daily life. This transformation didn't happen overnight, and it certainly didn't happen without significant personal struggle and likely professional help. The princess has been notably absent from many royal functions over the past few years, with palace officials citing various health issues and personal matters. While the official explanations have been carefully crafted to maintain privacy, observers have noted that these absences coincided with periods of intense speculation about the state of her marriage and her overall well-being. The impact of having Alexander and Jasmine as constant presences in the family dynamic cannot be underestimated. Both young people have carved out their own public profiles, with Jasmine in particular becoming something of a socialite and influencer in her own right. She frequently posts on social media, attends high-profile events, and maintains relationships with various members of the extended Grimaldi family. This visibility means that Princess Charlene cannot simply compartmentalize or ignore their existence. They are constant, visible reminders of her husband's past relationships. Alexander, while maintaining a somewhat lower profile than his half-sister, has also established himself as a presence within Monaco's social circles. His relationship with his father appears to be strong and genuine, with Prince Albert making efforts to include him in various family activities and even some official functions. For Princess Charlene, watching her husband maintain these loving relationships with his children from previous relationships while potentially struggling to develop the same warmth with her own children, twins Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella, adds another layer of complexity to an already challenging situation. The birth of the twins in 2014 was supposed to represent a new chapter for the royal couple, providing them with shared children who could serve as the foundation for a stronger, more unified family unit. However, even this joyous occasion has been complicated by the existing family dynamics. The twins, as the official heirs to the throne, hold a different status within the family hierarchy than their older half-siblings, creating yet another potential source of tension and complexity. Princess Charlene's struggle with these family dynamics has been compounded by the intense media scrutiny that accompanies life as a member of one of Europe's most visible royal families. Every public appearance is analyzed for signs of marital discord, every absence is speculated upon, and every interaction with family members is scrutinized for hidden meanings. This constant attention creates an environment where genuine healing and relationship building becomes exponentially more difficult. The cultural differences between Princess Charlene's South African background and the highly traditional, protocol-driven environment of Monaco's royal court have added another layer of challenge to her adaptation process. Coming from a relatively informal, sports-focused background where direct communication and authentic expression were valued, she found herself in an environment where diplomacy, subtlety, and maintaining appearances often take precedence over genuine emotional expression. The financial implications of this complex family situation have also created ongoing challenges. Both Alexander and Jasmine, while not official heirs to the throne, require financial support and security arrangements that reflect their status as acknowledged children of the ruling prince. This ongoing financial obligation serves as another constant reminder of Prince Albert's previous relationships and creates practical considerations that affect family budgeting and planning. Palace insiders, speaking on condition of anonymity, have suggested that Princess Charlene has struggled particularly with what she perceives as unequal treatment within the family dynamic. While she has worked tirelessly to establish herself as Monaco's First Lady and to contribute meaningfully to the Principality's cultural and charitable activities, she has sometimes felt overshadowed by the established relationships and dynamics that existed long before her arrival. The geographical distance between Monaco and South Africa has also created challenges for Princess Charlene in terms of maintaining connections with her own family and cultural roots. Unlike many European princesses who marry into neighboring royal families and can easily maintain connections with their birth families, Princess Charlene's transition required her to essentially relocate her entire life to a completely different continent and culture. The language barriers, while not insurmountable, have added another layer of complexity to her integration into Monaco society. While Princess Charlene has learned French and Italian to varying degrees, the nuances of communication, humor, and emotional expression that come naturally in one's native language can be lost in translation, potentially affecting her ability to form deep, meaningful relationships within her new environment. Despite these numerous challenges, Princess Charlene's journey represents a remarkable story of resilience and personal growth. Her transformation from what Drive Ferrero characterized as the sad European princess to the reborn princess suggests that she has found ways to cope with and ultimately transcend the difficult circumstances that have defined much of her married life. This transformation appears to have involved a fundamental reimagining of her role and her expectations. Rather than continuing to struggle against circumstances beyond her control, Princess Charlene seems to have found ways to create meaning and fulfillment within the constraints of her situation. This might involve focusing more intensely on her charitable work, developing stronger individual relationships with select family members, or simply accepting that some family dynamics will never be ideal while finding peace with that reality. The princess's increased involvement in environmental and ocean conservation causes, reflecting her background as a competitive swimmer, suggests that she has found ways to channel her energy and passion into areas where she can make a meaningful difference. This focus on causes that genuinely matter to her provides an outlet for authentic expression and accomplishment that exists independently of the complex family dynamics that have challenged her for so many years. Recent public appearances by Princess Charlene have shown a woman who appears more confident, more comfortable in her own skin, and less burdened by the weight of expectations and family tensions that once seemed to overwhelm her. This change has been noted by royal watchers and media observers who have followed her journey from the early days of her marriage through the various challenges and apparent recovery periods. The relationship between Princess Charlene and Monaco's citizens has also evolved over time. Initially viewed with some skepticism as an outsider who needed to prove herself worthy of her position, she has gradually earned respect for her dedication to her role and her genuine efforts to contribute to Monaco's cultural and charitable landscape. This growing acceptance and appreciation from the people she serves has likely provided an important source of validation and purpose that exists independently of family dynamics. The future of the Monaco royal family will undoubtedly continue to be shaped by these complex relationships and dynamics. As Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella grow older, they will need to navigate their own relationships with their half-siblings while understanding their unique position as the official heirs to the throne. Princess Charlene's role in guiding them through these challenges will be crucial in determining how successfully the family can unite despite its complicated origins. The story of Princess Charlene of Monaco serves as a powerful reminder that even the most glamorous and privileged lives can be marked by profound personal challenges and emotional struggles. Her journey from struggle to apparent renewal offers hope that even the most difficult family situations can be navigated with time, professional help, and personal growth. While the fairy tale ending may look different than originally imagined, it appears that Princess Charlene has found her own version of happiness and fulfillment within the constraints of her unique circumstances. Her story resonates with many individuals who find themselves in blended family situations or who must navigate complex relationship dynamics while maintaining public personas. The universal themes of adaptation, resilience, and personal growth that characterize her journey make her struggles and apparent triumphs relevant far beyond the rarefied world of European royalty. As we continue to watch Princess Charlene's evolution and the ongoing development of Monaco's royal family dynamics, we're witnessing a real-time example of how individuals can transform challenges into opportunities for growth and how even the most difficult circumstances can eventually lead to unexpected forms of strength and wisdom. The complexity of Princess Charlene's situation reminds us that behind every public figure, royal or otherwise, lies a human being dealing with very real emotions, relationships, and challenges that may be magnified by their position but are fundamentally similar to struggles faced by people everywhere. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want more exclusive insights into the hidden lives of royalty and celebrities. Smash the like button if this deep dive opened your eyes to the real story behind the headlines. Share this video with anyone who's fascinated by royal family dynamics, and drop a comment below telling us what you think about Princess Charlene's incredible transformation from struggle to strength, because after everything we've revealed today, do you believe Princess Charlene has truly found peace within Monaco's complex royal family, or is this apparent transformation simply another carefully crafted public image designed to protect the monarchy's reputation?